You made your Rampage debut, had your in-ring debut on Rampage last week. 2 weeks ago was the debut. How you feeling coming off of such a big week for your career personally?
Feeling good, man. It's obviously a good way to debut, right? I mean, I had two good promos on national TV, so it's a good way to come out and make yourself known to the world and the wrestling universe of AEW. So I'm feeling good about it.
Uh, the last, I want to say milestone, if this is the right way to put it. You had the big match in Atlantic City. You picked up a win against Serpentico. You had your family, your castmates there. Obviously, you won a match, and there you get a certain feeling from winning a match. But like, can you describe like how those scenarios were different? Like, obviously, this you have a little bit more of an audience watching you on Rampage than you did in the first match, but just can you describe like how you were feeling in each respective scenario?
Yeah, certainly. So the main difference would be that Rampage is obviously on television. So I haven't been on television in that manner before. So that was my first appearance out to a live crowd that was on TV. So that was good. It was, I took some reflection on this thought. When I first went out to Rampage, I was getting the chance of "Who are you," which is good. Like that was good heat, and they were reacting to my promo in a good way that I wanted them to. But it dawned on me that AW Dark Elevation, it's a YouTube show, so those get around 300, 400,000 views a week, which is great. That's better than some TV shows that are on cable right
Mm-hmm.
now. But if you reference that to the Dynamite audience who goes there, and that's in the live crowd, which does 8, 900, a million views a week, there's a discrepancy in viewers there. So you got to figure several thousand viewers at each city have no idea who people are that only wrestle on Dark,
Mm-hmm.
right? So then I took that into account while I was going before I went out there on Rampage. So it was important to introduce myself, who I am, why I'm here, and what I'm going to do. And obviously, the FTW title match was a great way to make that first appearance.
No, you just alluded to it. You're getting a chant like that. You're known for your work on Dark, on Elevation, but you're not the only one that has this problem where going between the web shows and the television shows, like there's a I don't know how big of the audience is saying that. I think it's probably a vocal minority, but where do you think the discrepancy is where trying to get people to watch the shows earlier in the week and then sort of follow somebody's career on to the TBS and the TNT shows, like, because I remember a quote early on, and this was I think it was Cody. He said it was more like Dynamite was going to be the hub for everything, and you don't have to watch it, you don't have to follow it, but it's there if you want to. So that's generally, that's a general statement for what they wanted originally for AEW. But you as a talent individually, how do you sort of, besides saying it's good heel heat, how do you react to that, and how do you sort of get people to invest in you where they're following you from web to TV?
Sure. Well, Dynamite's obviously the live show. So it has the most viewers, it's got the most interaction, engagement online. So that show is going to have the most eyes on it. And then Rampage is second. That's still great, but the crowd there is there to see Dynamite, and then we do Rampage, right? So they're there to see the people that they know every week from TV on Dynamite. And then we trinkle in the Elevation and Dark people onto Rampage. Elevation and Dark is a great platform. Most of AEW now, if you look at the roster, has built their careers from Elevation and Dark, moving to Rampage and then TV. But I guess it's hard to get those shows so many views. But like I said, it does, 300,000 to 400,000 views a week, which is really, really good for a web show, especially. To translate that to TV, it's just harder to find, I guess, because it's only digital, it's only online,
Mm-hmm.
which you have to watch on a computer or your phone on YouTube. But who's to say in the future that might not change? Maybe that becomes its own programming. So that would be great. But the way to make up for that discrepancy in the audience is to just, again, just exactly what I did. I thought it was the best way to do it. Introduce myself, who I am, why I'm here, and why you should care. Right? It's like you're selling anything else, a business or a product of any type. Why do people want to care about you? And then it's up to you to be good and make them care about you.
Mhm.
If they don't, then well, you're not good and they don't care about you. But it's really up at that point to the performer.
The Rampage match happened. I know you were part of the dark tapings in Orlando, but that I don't know if the date for that is announced. There was so much taped, and obviously, stay away from spoilers here. But how do you capitalize on, you obviously come from another show that you have television exposure, but this is a different kind. How do you capitalize on taking what you were exposed to, what you learned from that match, working with Hook, the promo? Like, how do you take all of that and sort of build off of it for the, whatever's next in your career?
Right. So I was at the dark tapings in Orlando. I don't know what the date is going to be for that airing, but it's going to be soon. I have several more. I'm booked through. I'm on the road full time with
Okay.
AEW, and I am booked for until something happens. But the point is to be on the road full time, and I have a great relationship with Tony Khan, QT Marshall, and we stay close in conversation. And there's plans ahead. So we're gonna have to keep watching for that. But working tight with the people backstage and just on different creative and direction is really what I'm focusing on. I do have a crossover because I am on other networks and other TV shows. Obviously, MTV is a really big platform. We've done several integrations with AEW and MTV in the past. They've gone over very well. Tony Khan's very happy about how those play out on MTV. We're looking to do more of those in the future. And really, a goal of mine personally is to help AEW become mainstream. And I've said that before. Not everybody knows what AEW is yet, as opposed to other companies. People know what they are. So you get a comparison. But AEW should be able to stand on its own, and I want to help it be able to do that.
You just said you're full time with them on the road. Does that mean, are you contracted? Can you comment on that? Or is it just like, what's your situation with them?
Right now, I'm full time on the road. I've been for the whole month of August and for the foreseeable future. So we're going to see what the plans are moving forward.
Maybe we'll get one of those all elite graphics in the future.
That's right, man.
That's the goal. I did notice that, this is cagematch.net, a very good resource, but following your career, there was a little bit of a gap where you didn't have as many matches. Was that because you were filming, or any reason for that? Like, I know you were pretty heavy with AEW for like through January and, through the pandemic. But any reason why, we just, didn't see you for a few months, and now I think you have like 3 or 4 matches in a row that have been recorded or aired since then?
Yeah. So, like I said before, honestly, it's just because I wasn't on the road full time and now I am.
Okay.
So you're going to be seeing me a lot more. That was something we came to an agreement with, and now I'm on the road at every TV. I'm going to be at every dark, and I'm going to be seeing a lot more, which is good.
Now that you're doing that, any changes to balancing your in-ring career with filming Jersey Shore? Anything that you had to change? Because obviously, you're getting more bookings as a wrestler, but when you started on Jersey Shore, it was kind of, you were introduced slowly, and now obviously you're more involved in, you have fiance, you're involved in their lives, the show. Uh, Anything you had to change as far as balancing those two, just as far as like a taping schedule or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to adjust to, I mean, whatever it is. I mean, we have dates that overlap. Some have happened already, whether it be I'm gone and Jenny's gone, and or I'm gone and then I have to be here when Jenny's gone for the kids, and then vice versa. It's just going to be what it is. We'll adjust to it as it comes, and we'll take it from there. Really, something like that just has to be taken as it comes. It's something that, we don't always have the exact dates planned out, which is the thing. I pretty much know my AEW schedule, but other commitments and things like that kind of come up sporadically. So we got to take those as they come.
Mhm. You recently said you'd love for Jenny to get involved with wrestling. She did the TNA segment, which wasn't a match, but I guess I would ask you this: if she's not into it, do you have another castmate that maybe be your ideal tag team partner?
Yeah, that would be funny. So the whole thing about the TNA thing, which was probably 10 years ago at this point, right?
Yeah.
She was told that she was going there to do an appearance, and then they had her get in the ring and do the whole deal. So I think that's really what she might be spooked out about. But she said we'll talk about it in the future when, if the time is right. I don't think she'll say no this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a mixed tag match. That's the pick.
That would be awesome. I would love
Okay.
that. That would take some convincing. But yeah, maybe another cast member, maybe Mike. Mike is a big wrestling fan. So if you saw the Atlantic City show that we aired on MTV, he was looking to get in there and mess up Luther a little bit. But maybe in the future we can make something happen.
All right. Well, there's a situation that could unfold, or Sammy and his bride Ty are there, so maybe you and Jenny and Sammy and Ty mix it up. Plenty of possibilities. It should be entertaining television.
Hey, that would be, you're onto something with that match for sure.
I'm putting it out there.
Yeah, that would be fun. Sammy and Ty are great, so that would be fun.
All right, all right. We'll look forward to it. Maybe in the future. Anything else you have coming up you want to promote? I mean, I know we said you're involved in the tapings, but can't really promote it. Anything that is out there that you kind of want to put out?
Right. Well, so I'm going to be at AEW All Out, which is next weekend, and that's a whole several day event. We're in the middle right now of filming the next season of Jersey Shore, but our last one is airing right now every Thursday night at 8 o'clock on MTV. So, which is actually tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure when this might come out, but make sure to check that out every Thursday night, and just keep following along. There's a lot coming out.
It's funny how this happened both times we've spoken. It was on Thursday, on Jersey.
Really?
Yeah.
Jersey, man. You can't forget it.
It's meant to be.
That's
all right.
right.
Zach, thank you very much for your time today. Go back, check out Zach's work on Dark, Elevation, and Rampage. Now you can add to the archives. And stay tuned for the upcoming match that I can't talk about. It's out there, it's coming soon, and stay tuned. Check out Zach more on the road with AEW and Jersey Shore. Thanks for your time, man.
Much more coming soon. Thank you for having me again. I appreciate it.